Yeah, I think if you are to plan, if anybody plans on building this boat, 30 horse, build this boat for 2 people at a certain weight, I think a 30 horsepower will be best.
Yeah.
If you really want to get around. It's just 20 horsepower is doable, but you're looking at 18 miles per hour to 18 to 20 miles per hour.
It doesn't have quite the power to handle the extra weight.
Yeah. But the nice thing is, you're still not burning that much fuel.
Yep.
How many bass fishermen's out here ever who stands on a damn platform? Nobody. How's it going, everybody on YouTube? Lots of requests on doing a little overview on the boat. And today we finally brought the boat out just to get it ready for our saltwater trip next week, and it's working out just fine with two of us here. Buddy Craig right here, who helped out with the boat build here and there. We're pretty stoked that we even built a boat, huh, Craig?
Yep.
So starting from the front all the way back, which I'll do here while we're fishing and not catching anything, the plans call out, you know, it's just basic. You got no hatch, you got a cutout on the bulkheads where the speakers are, but I didn't want that. I wanted hatches on the front and back so we can store our belongings in there without you know, salt water, mist or whatnot getting inside of our belongings, especially electronics, phones, whatnot. So I built a hatch just like you see on the professionally built skiffs out there. Wasn't hard. It was just, you just gotta wrap your head around it and see how the gutters are built. It's not that hard. I can't really tell you right now how exactly it was done, but I pretty much just put it together and it worked. So, but if the guys who follow me on Instagram, you'll if you haven't actually followed me on Instagram, I do have photos from start to finish, and you'll see how my build is. I really try to put as much info as I could on there, but you know, trying to build a boat and then trying to post at the same time was kind of complicated, but at least I got most of it out there on the Instagram account. Originally the shear line is actually, I'm gonna say, about 3 to 4 inches inwards. So right now where Craig is standing, you can see how wide it is. From the original plans, it's not that wide. I got 6 inches add on to it, well, 3 on each side. So you can see these wide gunnels. Differently from the plan itself. This is the added feature that I did. I just thought would be a better feature that this boat should have had to start off with. It does work, and when we're hitting, you know, small wakes and whatnot, the water does spread out. Even though this boat does have reverse chines built into the hull itself, which helps a lot. That extra shear line that I added makes it a really dry ride, and also it makes the boat look wider, and yeah, you gain a little bit more on each side, and it just looks really, really nice from the profile of it if you look at it from the back and the sides. What else here? Now from the hatch, I'll have to show that in a little while. From the bulkhead from the front to this bulkhead, it's all storage. I have a 60 amp lithium battery up here. It weighs 14 pounds. It powers all the electronics, and it'll power all day. The lithium technology is way better than your typical lead, is it lead acid or whatever? Yep. Gel cell and whatnot. It's this, the voltage stays, and it stays all the way along the I can't even think of the saying. The voltage cut. The voltage cutoff is not like a regular battery where, let's say you got 12 volts and it just slowly starts dropping and then it dies. On a lithium battery, it goes across and it dies. So you get that long run time. For 60 amp hour for this boat, it works just fine. So from moving from there under the hatch to the battery, and I got the drains under the hatch. People have been asking if there's drains on the hatch. I do have a drain, and it plumbs to the center where the stainless through hole is. So the water comes out of there. I'm going to change it later to where the hoses are connected to the rod holders, so it'll just drain out of there, and then I'll cover up that through hole, and it'll give me a little bit more space if we do need it. And then now coming back a little bit, the only modification in the cockpit area was the knee boards. If you look at the plans, if you look at the pictures, the knee boards go from bulkhead to bulkhead, and I didn't want the knee boards to go from bulkhead to bulkhead. I want it to be all the way around. So if water goes, you know, gets splashed over, you got water dripping down over the knee boards and down onto the floor instead of onto the bulkheads, where we have our speakers mounted here, and down here is my switch panel. So, you know, it'll keep it a little bit more dry. So that was one other modification that I did to this boat, which tremendously looks way better. It looks professional. And the flooring is just some Amazon Chinese fox teak that I bought for, I think it was like $70 a roll. I bought 2 rolls. It did the main floor, the captain's seat, and the pulling platform. And I'm actually on a platform right now. So I need to move up, so I'm gonna rock a little bit. Dude, this place looks so fishy.
Yeah.
Look at all
I
this.
had one pass, saw a small one. I knocked it out.
Little rink-a-dink.
Followed it out. It didn't bite it.
Can you step forward just a wee bit? I'm gonna open the hatch. Yeah, so with me and Craig on here, we do communicate on when a person's gonna move, like dramatically move, like move a lot. If I'm just stepping back and forth just a little bit, then, you know, just whatever. But just to keep your buddy from falling off, you let him know that you're hopping off, you're moving around over here or whatever. So here's the hatch. Got the pneumatic shoot, I can't even think of it. Pistons, yeah, whatever, to hold the hatch, because I did do it at first without it, but then when you're trying to grab things at you know, and you got to hold this, and you got to use one hand. Well, this holds it, and you can do whatever you want. Also, if I have it in the garage, I open it so that it'll air out.
You don't have a wave and have the catch try to close on you.
Yeah, yeah. Michael Tobridge sent me a link to this weathering strip, and it works great. It seals it nice. It makes everything more quiet. It's not plywood to plywood vibrating when we are running the boat. So there's my battery, the 60 amp battery. It weighs 14 pounds. It's from Amp Outdoors. I think it was like 300 and something bucks. So yeah, it is a little bit pricey, but this one battery versus two Optima 55 amp batteries, this thing like blows out of the water. Rod tubes from the bottom up to the front bulkhead, and basically that's it, man. And all my, you know, the safety equipment and stuff in here. This is our dry storage where we want to put tackle, life jackets that we actually wear. The throwable ones are in the back. Yeah, we do bring extra life jackets. What, this is two of us, and we got... Did you bring yours?
Nope.
You didn't? So, Craig, we usually do bring our own, but I have extras just in case. My fly rod in here, which I forgot about, I should have used today. And here's the drain holes. They go down. Yeah, let me see if I can get a video of it here. And it goes down there. Water drains through this pipe down here, and it comes out here. Yep, that's it right there for the front hatch. Lock it up. Now, rod holders, just the norm. There's 3 on each side. 3 for me and 3 for Craig. We thought of this whenever we planned on building the boat, how many rods we wanted to take, and every time we go fishing saltwater, we only take 3 each. So this grab bar, I bought it from Fiberglass Company something, I forgot. It was actually cheaper on eBay than ordering it from their site. Different sizes, whatever you want to use to fit your boat. Mine's just your basic 36-inch tall grab bar, and my electronic wiring goes under the floor actually, and it's just for this fish finder for now. And my Suzuki SMIS plug, which the Lowrance reads the outboard information here, which the outboard's not on right now, so it won't read anything from it. It'll read the RPM, fuel usage, and temperature, everything you need to know. Hours, which is very, very important. I do have an hour meter on there, but this is what really tells you the exact hours that your outboard is being used. And there's the knee board. It just like the front, they come in a little bit, and it's you know, it's streamlined all the way around. Makes it look really nice, and it's actually functional. Water dripping down, it drips, you know, down here instead of onto my control panel and switchboard, I mean, and my jack plate switch right there. So moving along over here, we got 2 drains that goes to the back. I don't know if it works or not because we haven't gotten swamped. So there is a drain for the deck itself. If I had to do it again, maybe I'll do it later. I'm gonna cut a square right here and kind of have like a little pocket where water can drain into the pocket and then back out into the bilge area. Here's the rear hatch with slam latches right there, and it has a lot of space. Throwables right here. Fuel tank goes right there. That's the 3 gallon. A 6 gallon that will actually fit right here. Only time I would ever think that I would ever need a 6 gallon tank is if we go 2, 3, 4 day trip down at the coast and doing long runs in the bay or whatever. My extra propeller, just outboard propeller, just in case. My tools and a handheld bilge pump. All the wiring. It looks like crap, but I'm not done with the boat yet. And I bought this blue, I forgot it was a dry deck. It's kind of like a dry deck thing, but it's a little bit cheaper. Just to keep everything up, because this is a wet dry storage. Because of course water is going to drain back here and then into the bilge. Water does drain out into the gutters for this rear hatch also, so everything drains. Nothing is going to have water sitting. And my bilge pump is actually right there, so luckily we don't have to use it. I hope we don't ever have to use it. And then a polling platform, got it used from a guy in Rockport. It was off of a Hells Bay Professional, and it, while it does work, it's kind of tall and I don't really get that much left and actually left or right turn on this outboard, because the tiller handle is offset, which is fine. When you're running, you really don't need it. But if you're at the boat dock or whatever, I just pull the tiller extension out and just use it the way it is. 20 horse Suzuki Micro Atlas jack plate, and a Shaw wing calf plate for jacking the outboard up as high as I can and still have water, and you know, run shallow if I ever need to. I don't plan on running it shallow because I really don't want to mess up the bottom of the boat. It works really well because I was having cavitation. I was having porpoising problems. Put that plate on there and it cured everything. And we're running straight, no porpoising, no funny stuff, and it still has water pressure, running the prop almost out of the water. That plate keeps water over the prop, which is great. Oh, power pole. I've had it on my kayak, on my Hobie kayaks. Best thing ever, man. Works great. I've never had a problem with it. Knock on wood. It's been over 6-7 years since I've had it, and it's still working the way it should be. Otherwise, that is the whole walkthrough of this boat. And oh, last but the trolling motor, it's an iPilot 55 pound 12 volt. Works great for this boat since the boat is not heavy. Pulls it around just fine, and the spot lock is just amazing. I had to have it because fishing down at the coast, I don't want to be tossing an anchor over and whatnot. I really don't need it out here at the local freshwater lakes, but down at the coast we do, because you got current, wind, and whatnot. So we rarely use it here at the lakes. I will do another video of it on the outside, maybe next week if I can get into some shallow water and get out where the water is clean, because the water here is super nasty. Well, the water is great, but then the floor of the lake is really nasty, muddy, stinky. If we can find a sandbar down there at the coast, man, we can do a actual walker around it instead of walking on top. And to show you the profile of the boat itself. Yeah, thanks for watching. Hopefully that explains everything that everybody wanted to know about the boat. You guys need anything like if you guys need anything specific, just let me know. I'll make a video on it. Alright, peace out, guys. Dude, that looks so fishy, man.